we're here again. I feel like it's been forever. It's only been a couple weeks since we've done this, but what are you doing?
Well, I still can't find that little baggie. I had it when we went to the White House, and oh crap, I got a little bit on my nose. Sorry.
Oh, goodness.
It's a little baggie.
No, that was not us. I promise.
But I had a lot of people texting me, asking me.
About 1 billion, I think. Our phones blew up that night.
All our friends asking.
Yeah.
That was nice. Hey, we're back.
We're back. We're home. Back on what?
Anna Blakely.
Oh, yeah, in case you've forgotten who I am.
She writes down stuff, makes stuff up.
I do. I make stuff up for a living. It's the best job ever.
Mr. B.
Let's see who we got. Hey, Trisha and Ronette. Hey. Lisa.
She missed the intro.
Oh, yep.
She missed the intro.
Yeah, the last time, but she got it this time.
I know. No. She missed it last week.
Yeah. So. Yay.
Lisa.
Let's see
Sharon
Lisa.
from Australia.
Oh, hey, Sharon. Thanks for joining us. Renee. Oh, thank you. Yes, I will talk about that later.
Bonnie.
Bonnie's here and Sharon. Every week I feel like the looking glass.
Bonnie had a sick pup this week.
Mm-hmm.
Doing okay now though.
Good.
Had a little tangle with her.
Good.
Apparently a copperhead.
Oh, that's not fun. That's scary. I'm glad it's doing all right though. Hey, Nicole. Let's see who else. Oh, don't try to cover it up. We know it was you. Dude, I'm not kidding. Like I don't know. As soon as that story hit, like, was that the next day or that night? I don't even know. We didn't even see it. Like,
we were
out
because
we
blitzed. We were just blitzed. We were like,
we were nonstop morning to night.
Yep.
And
how did you keep up your energy to go nonstop morning?
A lot of coffee. Anyway, yeah, we had so many people, both of us, our phones. Did you leave something at the White House? Did you forget something at the White House? Did you drop something in West Weed? Like so many.
No.
It was so funny, but that was not us. But
yeah.
Anyway, thanks for joining us. I'm glad that you remembered.
Oh, see Lana.
Hey, Kelly. Lana and Kelly. Hey, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. I mean, we had a really, really good time in DC. But hey, Nicole. Yeah, I missed this though. Like we did a couple lives while we were there. Like not like this, just like short little,
live on location
in the in the group. But yeah, it just wasn't the same though. So we're glad to be back. So Nicole says she's chilling in the rain watching softball. Oh, that doesn't sound like fun.
Hey, Kelly.
Kelly.
Just let you know, thinking about you tomorrow, Dad.
Oh, yes.
So
lots of prayers going your way.
Yeah.
Hopefully everything goes smoothly and he recovers quickly. And
Sharon says Washington is amazing.
It was. Oh man, we saw so much. Walked a lot of miles.
A lot.
It felt good though. Like it was kind of nice. Well, for me, it felt good. For somebody who has a bad back, not so much. But I enjoyed the extra steps. But it was a lot.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that in a little bit. Anyway, let's see. Nicole, best way to watch fireworks from my phone. Exactly. Right. No crowds, no bugs, no humidity. Let's see.
Well,
we have a lot to talk about. I'll try to keep them like
short
and sweet. I'm not very good at that though, so I'll
try. She got to leave at 4 a.m. for surgery at 5:30 a.m. 8 to 10 hour surgery.
Man, I'll be thinking about you for sure. And feel free to if you are even thinking about it. I know you got family and other people, but if you think about it and you're just sitting there with nothing else to do,
take one of her books, leave it on the counter, try to get more people to read.
Mickey telling you your time?
Yeah, Mickey was telling.
No, I was going to say, like, shoot us an update. PM me or Mr. B and just let us know how things are going. So, because I know you'll be on our thoughts, both of us. So
I'll watch Facebook too.
Yeah, Janice. Oh, thanks, Janice. I wish we could have done more videos. It was a whirlwind trip. I mean, we were there for a full week and still didn't get to see everything that we were thinking, but
we saw a lot.
Gives us a reason to come back.
We did tell you.
Okay,
we'll
want to
talk
start? What we got?
Let's talk about Christian.
Okay, so Christian. So, yep, he's out. If you didn't get him, he is out, and I know that there were some issues with the very first people that got it, the people overseas. And I just hit my head. But the clean updated version is live. If you have at the end of it, if yours has a portion from Brody's standpoint, it was set back a few years ago with his old team. He was SEAL team. It was while he was still active duty. There's a scene with him and his teammates and his leader. So if you have that in there, you should be good to go. But if it's one where you're reading it and you're seeing like some errors and things like that, get a hold of Amazon and they should be able to send you instructions or tell you over the phone how to access the updated one. So it is there. Anyway. Okay. That's it.
Let's see. You got this guy coming
Marked
up.
for Disaster is Ivan's story. And it is coming up in 3 weeks. So hang on for that one. It's funny. I put him in the first book and never gave him another thought. Like, was not planning on doing a story for him. But then he kind of wedged his way into Jax's story more than I had originally intended to. And by the end of it, I was really liking him. I had several readers reach out asking if he was going to get a book. And what are you doing?
We're not centered. So I was trying to, but I'm like shaking the whole.
You guys getting like motion sickness over there?
That's the powder. Man, it's the powder. It's the powder.
Stop it. You're going to get us like kicked off of Facebook.
I know I told people at work today, I said, people are working to watch this. And they were like, oh, come here. I need you to pee a cup.
Yep. Anyway, so if you haven't pre-ordered Marked for Disaster, book 6 in the Mark series, that is coming out and is not the last one in that series because a lot of people have asked for Ollie to get a story. Ollie. So, yeah, Oliver. So, yeah. Then I'll just keep going until there are no more characters to write about, I guess.
So then what happens after Marked comes out in July?
In August, I'm so excited. I am starting a new series. It's my Eagle's Nest Security series. Book 1 is Keeping His Promise. And this one is completely, totally non-risk related at all. Which I don't know. I guess that could be a good thing or a bad thing for you, depending on what your thoughts are on that. I'm really excited about it. It's going to be that the heroes in this series, at least the initial ones that I have planned for, are all going to be from the same former SEAL team. And that team got disbanded. And then they end up coming back together for a common cause in book 1. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give it away. But so I'm really, really excited about it. I've had the idea for this series rolling around in my head for quite a while. And I've been like just kind of chomping at the bit to get it going. So I'm excited. But what are you doing?
Eagle. So catch up on some chats here. So
yes, sorry.
Bonnie said that her husband said that their dog is the most expensive dog yet. She's making him buy her a new house. Oh,
well, that's exciting though.
Well, they talked about, she had posted about, I don't know. I don't remember if there was a poster. Now I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it, Bonnie, because I don't remember if there was a poster, if that was a DM between when we were chatting. So anyway, something about a house. Nicole's been through their long surgeries. She said 14 to 16 hours.
Oof, man, that's, and that's exhausting too. Just sitting there waiting.
Oh yeah. And
then because you're stressed and you're wondering what's going on. And then just the fact that you're just sitting there waiting for hours. That's hard too.
Janice says she just finished rescuing Jenna, or she's finishing it.
Yay.
She couldn't wait to see how you redeemed A.
Your favorite. He's still mad at me for redeeming him.
I meet people now with the last name of Walker, and I don't like them.
He doesn't.
Nope.
Leanne,
Tony, hi guys.
Hey, Tony, you're Leanne. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, everybody says it's great. No,
see, Sharon loved him. Thank you.
no, now they're talking about Christian.
Oh, I don't.
I know that's what Renette's talking about. Dana's watching this
Hey,
from
Dana.
work. I won't tell
Hey.
if you won't. That's awesome. So many readers.
Oh, Renette's excited.
I had to stop reading so certain it could be here. I won't tell, Bonnie.
Oh. I am like,
y'all secrets are safe here. You know.
Yeah, that's true. This is like the dome of silence here.
Yeah,
so.
confidentiality is in my job, so
Yeah.
I'm good at
Yeah.
it. Especially if it's helping. I mean,
yeah, no kidding. So I'm truly honored that you would even consider putting down one of Susan's books to come hang out with us. So, yay! And Renette, yeah. So, it was the day I think after, or the day of Mark for Danger's release, I got like 3 different messages and emails from readers asking if Ollie was going to get his own story. So I thought, okay, well, why not? So I don't know what it's going to be yet. I'll figure it out, but he's going to get a story at some point. So yeah. Let's see what we got here.
Find event V2. This is going to be lit.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited for
Jason.
it. Hey, Jason.
We'll be talking about you in a minute.
Yep. Did we go to Great Fall?
I had to stop re-listening to the SEAL Team Hawaii to make sure to keep up on the bees as well.
Aw, thanks, Lena.
Oh yeah, so Bonnie said
I posted it. You can say it.
So
okay.
basically, she's like, we're getting to that point in our life where acreage is too much, and we're tired of dealing with all this crap.
Dude, aren't we kind of there too?
Well, I think the dog getting bit was one of the things too. But she's like, we're moving to town. I'm like, ooh. I don't know if I can do that,
but I hear you.
I understand the yard part.
I totally get it. And we had talked about that when we were in DC, even looking at like the row houses,
Ingrid, I know. I forgot. Sorry.
What?
I know. I'm trying to talk to Ingrid, and you're talking.
Oh.
To her, so.
But we talked about that because I said, it's just a completely different life and a different lifestyle, country life versus the city, and I can completely see the appeal of even just apartment living. Like, you have no yard to worry about, no weeds to pull, none of that stuff, maintenance, like it's all on them, all that. Oh my gosh. Sorry. But it's like, at the same sense, I don't know, we're so accustomed to being out here, like in our little isolated area and completely being able to just do whatever. But I don't know. Like, I see there's pluses and minuses to both.
I don't want to
sure.
I don't want to look out my window and see my neighbor though. Nope. Sorry.
I mean, we kind of do, but they're across the field. So
after doing this for so long, it's just, I can see these houses in town and think, oh, that's cool, and you're close to it, but then you think, ugh.
That's to me the biggest downside is literally we have to drive 20 minutes in either direction before we can get to an actual town with like more than just a gas station and Dollar General. Literally. Yeah. So that is the downside. But hey, Lisa, thanks for joining.
Nicole, yeah, absolutely HIPAA. Great Falls, no.
Great Falls, is that DC area? I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, we were out of DC. Daddy said to go buy lunch, have a steak.
Aww.
Well, he's got the easiest job. He just has to sleep there.
Yeah. Go have that steak then.
Easiest job is surgery, just being the patient, sleeping.
Hi, Ingrid.
That's what I was saying. I know she's still got to get.
Oh, yes. We got to get out there. I miss you. Love you.
Oliver should get reacquainted with his past love.
Sharon
has a question. Will other characters from your books be appearing in the new series coming out?
Not as of right now. This is just, it's,
hi, Ruth.
As of right now in my head, the way that I have it panned out, it's a completely separate series. But that doesn't mean that they can't like maybe run into somebody, or maybe, I mean, if they're all SEALs, Grant from Alpha Team was a SEAL. Grayson was a SEAL. Like, yeah, I mean, it's a possibility. Maybe they like get some help from somebody. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe I'd do that. I don't know.
This is the importance of not missing a week. We missed 1 week and already Ruth forgot about us.
Hey, Ruth, thank you for joining us. And don't worry about being late. I was a minute late sitting down to the table. So
She really was.
You're
The
good.
intro was playing. I say, hey, we're going live. And she comes running around.
I did. I came running up the stairs because I was downstairs talking to our youngest daughter. So anyway, what else is going on? What we got?
Beth says she needs to get caught up.
Oh, urban existence.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Small
Don't feel
towns
bad,
are
Beth. I'm behind on all of my favorite authors too.
Yeah, and that's the problem right there.
Yes.
You're sharing something, and you got to worry about that. And if you're above them, you got to worry. But if you're,
yeah, I agree. That is bad with apartments. But small towns can be great. Beth, I agree. We both grew up in small towns. I mean, I had 2,500 people in my hometown. Graduated with like 64. So, yeah, and I like them. I love small towns, but.
Leanne says, yeah, it's just outside of DC. Yeah,
Maybe we'll have to hit that one next
that's
time.
our next stop, I guess. You hear that, Jason? Great Falls. Look it up.
We definitely need to make another trip out there because, man, there's just so much.
Bonnie says, no snakes. I have a phobia about them.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm sorry. We probably shouldn't mention the
two.
No,
don't tell her about the two in the basement. Let's see. I need a state with moderate temps. Yeah, like San Diego would be perfect.
If it wasn't California.
If it wasn't San Diego. But.
And I only say that because when our house burned down in 2009 and we were building in plans for building this one, I watched a whole bunch of house hunters trying to get ideas on like what the trendy colors were, what was going, and the tiniest houses out there are so expensive. I knew right then I would never live in California. Because I can't afford that. Like, that's nuts.
Sam says the house next to him's for sale. We can go visit him every day.
Oh, that would be trouble. Hi, Sam, by the way. Crossovers can happen, Kelly. Absolutely. And now you got my head spinning. So it probably will now.
Sharon,
so thank you for the ideas.
You see, this is what I'm talking about. She went searching for us. Ruth
sorry, Sharon.
just forgot about us. Sharon went searching for us. So.
Sorry, Sharon. I did make a post in there somewhere in the group that had said that we weren't going to be there, but a lot of stuff gets posted in there now, which is fantastic. I love the fact that I go in there and like other people in the group have been posting things for each other. Like, I love that. So
absolutely. Yes. Took 2 more bowls out there. His son came out to visit while we were there. He didn't bring him any.
He said that he tried though. He said he went twice, like 2 days in a row, and the cases he went to didn't have them.
That's a son tier 2 level.
I think he probably looked as good as our kids look when they're trying to find something, and he probably walked right by him.
Ruth, I'm only teasing. Only teasing.
No, you're good, Ruth.
We did miss it though. We
really did.
We were trying to figure out a way we could do it out there, like on a Monday, because Tuesday was 4th, but it wouldn't have been. And we were we literally didn't stop.
We left it. If we had time for breakfast at the hotel in the morning, we would scarf something down, and then we would leave. We literally did not get back to the hotel until dinner time, or not even dinner time. I'm sorry.
We might have a little like stop back over to freshen up and go, but
yeah, it was nuts.
Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah.
That's what you're spending all the money to get to experience.
Yeah. California, I'm okay with. I would like to go visit just because I've never seen that.
Kelly said she left herself a note, so she didn't forget tonight.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. Oops. Thank you.
I tried to block her. Oops.
Okay, what else we got?
All right, where are we at here? We're gonna go up here. So what's coming up this weekend?
This weekend. So if you are anywhere near Peoria, Illinois, anywhere near Peoria, Illinois.
2 hours. If you're within 2 hours, you should be there.
Maybe. Peoria, Illinois. We will be there this weekend. We'll get there. I'm not going to end up getting there until later on Friday evening, but we will be there. Saturday is Riders on the River. What?
I feel so much bigger.
Oh. Anyway, sorry. So Riders on the River is an amazing signing. Last year was my very first year of doing it, and I was so excited. Like even after it just started, like I was already like, "Yep, I'm coming back next year." It was very good energy. The space is really good. Plenty of room for people to maneuver. I've been to some signings where you feel like you're just like jam packed. That one is not like that at all. The organizers are phenomenal. I can't say enough good things about it. So
Are you getting paid to sell this?
I'm really not.
Okay.
But
Just double checking.
it's a great signing. So and it's not expensive. So check it out again. Riders on the River in Peoria, Illinois. We will be there this whole weekend. So I would love to get to see you guys if anybody is anywhere near there. So yeah, not. I'm really not. I promise.
Just want to make sure.
I didn't even have to pay for my table this year, actually,
Because
I won it. That's what I won. They do an author raffle.
But the contract said you had to talk it up.
No. But I did. They do. They have raffle baskets and giveaway, things for readers. But then they also did a raffle for authors, and there were all different kinds of prizes and things. And like the grand prize was a free table at this year's signing, and I don't ever win anything, like ever.
They were raffling off authors,
just their spouses.
You heard that, ladies?
But anyway, yeah, I never won anything, and I almost even missed them announcing my name, because by the time they got to that one and I hadn't won anything, I'm like, yeah, okay. And so yeah, I won a free table. So
my producing abilities have failed you tonight. Allow us to rewind.
Oh, I forgot.
Because we talked about the new series and we talked about the new book, but we didn't
share. Okay, should we do the logo first for the new series?
Guess what? We are going to debut the new logo. Hi, Melanie. You're just in time.
$1 million.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Christine.
You're just in time. Heather's here now. Good. Okay. That's what we're waiting. We're waiting for Heather.
Oh, Heather. Hey, sorry. I missed you.
We can move on.
Oh, she can't join tonight, though.
Oh.
She must have popped in and said hi and then had to leave. Darn it. Sorry, Heather.
Well, we'll wait for next week. Okay. Never mind. No, anyway.
So I have a new series logo that I kind of did a rough draft of it. And then Lori Jackson, my amazing cover artist, cleaned it up and made it all look all professional. So this is my...
I feel like we need like a drum roll.
I know, like sound effects. But this is my Eagle's Nest Securities series. That logo. So what do you think? What do you think? Wait, I gotta go this way. What do you think? So... You think?
I think you should do like that. Put two little heads out to the side.
That looks really creepy. I don't know what we're doing.
Rain's here.
Oh,
hey, Rain!
Oh, I got to get to that too in a second. Okay, no, actually, I'm just gonna do it right now. Take that down for a second. Oh, I should have had her cover up.
If you give me 2 seconds, I can make it happen.
Okay, so
talk to them.
While you can't see me, all you can see is my Eagle's Nest Security logo.
I can take it down.
So. A quick break here. Rain Lewis is on. I don't know if... Oh, wait. Am I not supposed to say anything yet?
I need
you need me to stall?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was just saying.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Just talk about that.
Okay, Rain. Hang on. I'll get to that. Yeah. So back to my Eagle's Nest securities. Lori got the logo done, and I went with red for the logo. Because I wanted to do something a little different. I know my Bravo team, yes, that one. My Bravo team books all have red in the titles and everything. But for the logo, I wanted to do something a little bit different and have some color, because my wrist is the dog tag, and my Marked series is it's the black and white logo with the mountains, which I love. That one, I love how that one turned out too, with the mountains, because since it's set in Denver, Colorado and everything. But this one, I wanted to put a little color to it. And so I decided to go with red. Lori and I played around a little bit with matching the color in the outside of the circle to the color scheme of each different title on the book. But in the end, I really liked this. So we stuck with the red. And the stars will have an actual, there's a meaning for those stars that will come out in the first book.
Is there a meaning about the Eagle's Nest itself?
There is, and I think I talked about it once on here before, but just very, very quickly. So Eagle's Nest Park was a park that we used to take our kids to when we would go to visit my parents when they lived up in Fort Madison, Iowa for a little bit. And they have since torn down all of the structures that our kids played with and rebuilt more modern stuff. But the kids absolutely loved it, and it was a lot of good memories for that place. And when I found out that they had torn it down, it made me really sad. And then at the same time, I was trying to come up with an idea for the name for this new team, and Mr. B actually said, "What about Eagle's Nest Securities?" And I said, "Eagle's Nest," and he said, "Yeah." He's like, "I mean, would you?" Well, he didn't say screw. He said another word, but I'm gonna say that one. He's like, "Would you mess with an eagle and an eagle's nest?" And I said no, because they'd probably like gouge my eyeballs out. They're kind of badasses. So that's how Eagle's Nest Securities was born.
So
anyway, back to
speaking
Rain
of
Lewis.
Miss Rain Lewis stopping by to say hi. If you haven't checked her out, go check her out. But she has a new release, and we want to
today.
We want to help her with it, and it is this one right here. Right here, there it is.
Avenging Antonia. And if you have not read Rain, so Rain and I
it's a pretty kick-ass
have become really
tattoo
good friends over the last
saying.
couple of years. And that is nice. She's a newer author, but she does not write like it. And if you have a chance to read her, if you have not read her yet, her Hell Force series is amazing. It's part of Susan Stoker's Special Forces Operation Alpha world. What are you doing? Are you trying to like look like him?
To size up, fuck her up.
I'm glad I censored myself. Anyway,
it's after 8 o'clock, isn't it? Oh crap!
Nope, not yet.
FCC's gonna be after.
Yeah. Anyway, if you have not read Rain, I implore you, go out, check her out. She's in KU. Truly, like and I'm not kidding. She will call me up and be like, "Hey, do you have a couple minutes? Can I read something to you and let me know what you think?" And I'm like, "Sure." And I'll sit there and listen to her. And by the time she's done, I'm like, "All right, well, I'm just," and she can attest to this. I don't know how many times I've said it. I will tell her, I'm like, "All right, well, I'm just going to quit writing because you write amazing." And she's very eloquent with her words. I mean, we have different voices, I guess. But she has all of the amazing qualities. And I'm not saying different in a bad way. Like I truly like the way she describes things and words things. It's impressive. And so, yeah, anyway, I'll just stop rambling on. But if you haven't read her, you need to read her. So check her out. So there you go.
All right, I'm gonna get her back here. There's a lot being
I know,
said.
I'm so sorry.
We are way behind.
Okay, wait. So there's where Rain said hello.
Okay.
And then there where we are. How was Tay-Tay?
Oh, Alabama was amazing.
Oh, Alabama's great. We'll get to Tay-Tay in a little bit.
Yes, Alabama.
Oh, Melanie's reading it now. Awesome. A sticker. Yes, that is in the works. Definitely gonna have some stickers and stuff for the new series.
Balls.
Thank you. I'm glad you like the red.
Show the entire tab, Mr. Blakely.
That pretty much is, but
yeah, that's pretty much it. It's on the cover of Christian. I mean,
that is true. The whole thing of it. Yeah, that's it.
Let's see. Haven't had a chance to read her books yet. Added to TBR. Your new book, Christian, was
good.
amazing.
Do it, Renee. You won't be sorry.
There's Christine telling that Christian was great.
Oh, thank
that
you.
name, it couldn't have been bad. Love Rain's books. Ruth's on board there.
Yep. Oh, Sharon says she's been reading Rain. So see.
Lana, yeah, I'm aware of that Eagle's Nest, but
what?
If anybody knows us, they know that we're the complete opposite of that.
What?
It's an old Nazi.
Oh, are you kidding me? Oh man!
But there's other things called Eagle's Nest too. So I mean, hell, Magnum PI, where they lived, it was called the Eagle's Nest.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. So. Yeah, definitely not. Definitely did not get it from that. Promise. Brenda got on to you for your language too.
Yeah, that's all right. She ain't heard shit yet.
Oh, Melanie, I agree. Every one of Rain's books they're awesome. They're awesome. So anyway.
So that's her. If you haven't checked her out, go check her out.
Linda's here. Hey, Linda.
She's just as nice as can be. So
yeah, she's a sweetheart. Yes. So not only an amazing author, but also an amazing person. So what are you doing?
Oh, just cats fighting in the
kitchen.
All right. So then the other new cool thing, right?
Wait,
Your
wait.
cover reveal.
Oh yeah, we didn't do the cover yet. Okay, so the cover for my
It's a full-time job, y'all.
it's
It is a full-time job.
keeping me in line. It really is. It really is. So yeah, the cover for book 1 in My Eagle's
Oh,
Nest.
here.
This is yeah. Woo. This is Keeping His Promise. And this is book 1. And oh, I can't wait to
I
read
kind of
it.
see
I'm
a
so excited for
resemblance.
it. I'm really excited for it.
Okay.
And so just as a heads up, and you guys are the very first, I don't have this on Amazon yet. I haven't, Abby was even waiting until after I revealed it on here to update it on the website. And so, and I am going to, I'll post it in the book or in the group. But I wanted to give you guys, so you guys are seeing this before anybody else. And just a little, like a little tidbit, I guess. So all of the titles in this series are going to start with an ing verb. So like Keeping His Promise, Playing with Fire is going to be one, Flirting with Danger, Protecting His Future. Like that's going to be kind of the naming convention of the whole series. So, and all of the series covers are going to be kind of that same theme, a little more contemporary, the lighter background. Most of them are white or kind of an off with whitish. So yeah, so I'm really excited. So those eyes, right, Ruth? Oh man,
You ladies need to come on, easy.
Hey, Rain, you're right. She said, thank God you keep the train on track. Somebody has to. Oh goodness.
Sometimes Mr. B causes derailments. Yeah.
So yay, I'm glad you guys like the cover. I saw that picture. That's a Wander image, by the way. But I just happened to be scrolling through one day and saw that picture, and immediately I was like, I gotta have that one. So
the picture or the guy?
The picture.
Oh, okay.
I have my guy.
Good answer.
So anyway, yeah, I'm glad you like it. Oh, all right. Abby was waiting, so she said it is updated. Oh, I didn't put the new cover. Oh, dang it. All right. I'll get it to you. Sorry. I thought I did. But anyway, yeah, that's that for now. So
all right, well, there you go.
That's that part of it. What else we
Let's see. So
should we go with
we've got
yeah, so I have the
signing.
signing.
Got off board. So we had Liberty signing or Riders on the River.
Riders on the River this weekend.
And now we're going back
and then the first weekend in August is the Romance Genre Con. It is absolutely free for readers and for authors.
I corrected the dates.
There. Okay. You're just pointing so awkwardly. Yeah, so first weekend, it's Woodneath Library. It's a mid-continent library, Woodneath in Liberty, Missouri. Again, it's absolutely free. I know not very many people who are in my group or on here live close to Missouri. But if your weekend is free that weekend and you can manage it, it's smaller signing, but it's always a really good turnout. Jenna Jacobs there, Elle Boone. Gosh, I'm trying to think of who else. I'm like, I know Sierra Simone's going to be there this time around. Gosh, I can't think of who else right off the top of my head, but it's a good signing. And again, it's totally free. So if you can get here, it'd be great. And we are going to try, which we need to do that soon. We're going to try, if there was interest, doing we're definitely going to getting a hotel room or something, or some type of area to get together to hang out. Yeah. If any of you are going to be there and Friday you want night. To. So. And
it's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right?
Okay, yes, I'm sorry. That was really I'm sorry.
I don't think the space station heard that. If you speak up a little bit.
Well, this thing's like very sensitive.
Well, yeah, but so is your
I know, I have a loud
made
voice.
The fireplace.
I have a loud voice. I'm sorry. Anyway, so it is a like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think, event. The signing itself is just that Saturday for like 2 hours. I think it's from 3 to 5. I need to double check on that. But the the event, like there are workshops there for any aspiring authors or new authors or seasoned authors. Like there's all different kinds of workshops, writing workshops. There are different events that you can go and look at as far as being able to meet up with the authors. There's author panels, like, so, but again, it's all free. So it's kind of neat. And again, it's a smaller one, but it's a lot of fun. Like this will be the 4th, I think.
3rd.
Is it 3rd?
Well, 3rd one that you've attended as an author, signing
Oh
author.
yeah, that's right. That's right.
4th
The
one that
first
you-
year I sat back behind Elle Boone's table and I felt so cool because that was my first reader, like signing event I'd ever been to. And it was right before it was August before my first book came out. And Elle and I had made a connection through Caitlin O'Leary. She invited me to come just so I could see what a signing was like. And so I got to sit behind her table and be her little assistant. And
So
I felt
Sam,
so,
yes,
like,
you
cool.
can come by. It's free.
yes, Sam,
He said-
absolutely.
He said free is right in my price.
Heck yeah.
range.
And you guys are right there. And I know Leslie came to his wife, Leslie came to the first one. So yeah,
Mhm.
pop by, see us. So, oh, I know. And Renette's coming.
Yeah.
So yay, I'm excited. So
yeah, if you think you might be able to attend that, and that's the first weekend of August, if you don't
volunteer.
mind dropping one of us a message just so we can kind of scope out. But the plan would be then for Friday night, we'll have a get together somewhere, depending on how many people involved. But
Yep.
I mean, if we have to look at a room at a restaurant or something, or
Yeah.
we could even do
Yeah,
that.
we could do that.
We'll have a little get together, and
Absolutely. Oh, and Bonnie's
you just
going
don't
to
get
try
enough
to be
time
there
to
too.
sit and chit chat whenever you're in the signing itself. I couldn't find my words.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it is hard. And and authors, and I know every author that I've talked to feels the same way. Like, especially like Kentucky was my first real experience with like a long line, and I felt so bad because I know what it's like to stand in line. But at the same time, we want to give the person who's in front of us the attention and the time you deserve because you waited in that line, So I try really hard to not think about the line as much and really focus on the person in front of me, but while also trying to get everybody through. So yes, it would be really cool to be able to sit down and chit chat after the fact. Oh, hey, Peggy, thank you for joining us. And I'm glad you liked Christian. Thank you. And yes, Renette, I get louder the more excited I get, for sure. She said the same thing. She said I was excited, and she gets loud when she's excited. Stop it. I know what you're thinking. Knock it off.
I said nothing. I said nothing.
I know, but I know where your brain goes.
Okay.
Oh, let's see.
All right. So.
Oh, Lisa's going to be there Friday night and Saturday. Wait, Lisa, you'll be at Romance GenreCon or Peoria? I'm assuming Romance GenreCon.
Yeah, I think she's going to be at the Romance because
she's in Independence, but.
Melanie, my volume is bullhorn.
Do what?
Melanie, she says my volume is.
Oh, bullhorn, exactly.
Why is this thing not responding tonight? Okay, there it is.
I don't know. I love that. I love that.
2 weeks off or a week off. It made everything.
I know.
Free.
Abby said she's impatiently waiting.
All right.
Taylor
so what are we going to talk about?
We should do DC first because that was first.
Okay.
Sorry, Abby.
Well,
let's
talk about DC.
Let's talk about DC. Oh my gosh, it was so amazing. The first. Oh, sorry, he's got to take care of a cat. The first day, well, we got there on Wednesday. That very next day, we started early. I mean, we left the hotel room, I think at like 8:30, something like that. And we did a tour of the Capitol building. We left there, and I'm not kidding when I say like we raced to the White House. We literally, I had, I think 2 blocks worth of time that I was running, like legit jogging, running in wedges between metro stops to make sure we got to the White House in time for our tour of that. And then we got there and there was just a massive line, and they said, just get in line. Like it didn't even really matter. Like we were on the list, but it didn't matter like where in the line we were or anything. So that was good. And that was really cool. And again, no, we did not forget anything in the West Wing. We didn't even go in the West Wing. Didn't drop any little baggies of anything. So that was not us, but it was awesome. You know, it's like I took a lot of pictures. I have not done a DC photo dump yet. And I need to, but you know, just to be there and know the figures from our nation's history who have been there. Like to me, that was cool. I'm a little nerdy with stuff like that, but just thinking about the people who have come through those doors and walked those halls and been in those rooms, that was just really cool. And then we get into, I don't remember if it was the green room. I'd have to look at my pictures again. But we got in there and I noticed people looking through the windows, facing out onto the lawn. And the one guy, I overheard a guy next to me say something about, well, his public schedule that they released said he's supposed to be leaving in 6 minutes. And I'm like, wait, what? And so apparently, like, I did not realize that was a thing that they did, but they post the president's the like schedule, like when they're coming and going from the White House. And they had released that he was leaving that day at that time, like while we were there. And, you know, no matter, in my eyes, no matter, you know, which side you're on, who you vote for, whatever, like that wasn't even a thought. It was just the fact that this was the president of the United States. Like how many people actually get to see that in person, you know? So we stood at the windows and we waited and he was a little bit late, but we actually got to see President Biden walk out. And he walked across the lawn and got on to Marine One, and we got some pictures of that. And it was really neat. It was really neat to experience that. While I was waiting, I also got an idea for no comment. Rain, you're gonna get some trouble. But we no powder left behind, I promise. But while we were waiting, I could see down below through the windows, because we were up a little bit of a level. I could see like some Secret Service guys over kind of behind the trees on a walkway, and they were kind of talking and stuff. And I'm sitting there, and then of course, me being me, the wheels started spinning, and I started getting an idea for a DC based story, maybe a DC based series. I don't know that yet, but so I did get some cool ideas there. So. And I already know who the bad guy's going to be in one of them.
What?
But me and Hi got to see Reagan in my band.
What?
You got to see Reagan in your band? Oh, in high school? You got to play for President Reagan? What? Well, that beats anything we did. That's awesome. Wow.
Why? We got to see George Washington's tomb.
Oh, we did. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I haven't gotten there yet. So, okay, you want to do that one?
I don't know.
Or wait, we're Capitol Tour, White House. Oh, we haven't done the Pentagon yet. Oh, we got to go to the Pentagon.
We got to go to the Pentagon.
It was so cool.
The Pentagon.
I have shirts too, but I had to represent Tay-Tay too. So
we got to go to the Pentagon. We got to have a tour of the Pentagon. That was pretty cool.
That was,
not gonna lie, it was more impressive than the White House.
It really was, but
the White House was very
touristy.
It was very just made up. I mean, it was like, here you're in a section of the White House that's not really the White House. I mean, it was, but I don't know. It's weird. It was
basically the section that you knew that it was just for tours to go in. Like, but at one time, like cool people were there, so that was still neat. But.
Yeah, no, it was. I'm glad I did it, and I'm thankful for the opportunity, and it's. Check that off the bucket list. Never growing up as a kid ever thought I'd even see the White House, let alone step inside of it. So, but when you compare them to the different things, the Pentagon definitely had more of a holy crap, I'm standing in the Pentagon.
Well, and the fact that we oh, hi Angie. The fact that like you got into the Pentagon, you could not take any pictures, you know, once going through security. And then there was one section.
Night, Lisa.
Right after. Oh, night, Lisa. Oh, good. Yay. Yeah, 12s are rough. I know that from watching him. Um, but we Atlanta.
Registration's down, wait list.
So is that registration for the signing itself, or is that for like the different workshops and things? I'm just curious on that.
Good question.
Because I think you can just show up at the door, I thought, but I can double check on that for you too. I will look into that for you. Don't worry about being late, Angie. You're good. We're always late to everything, so you're good. But anyway, when you got into the Pentagon, there's this one section, and it's like set up like a press release area, and it had like several rows of these like navy blue padded chairs, and then there was the podium, and then it had the blue curtain in the background with the symbol and everything, so it was set up like for press corps and stuff, and you could take pictures there. So of course we got pictures behind the podium, and did some fun stuff there. But then after that, if you were caught like with your phone out like trying to take a picture of anything, they would have escorted us out, and I was not taking that chance. They don't play with that.
They weren't playing.
No. So we were although like the security guy that let us in like to the press area, he was pretty fun. Like we had a good conversation with him, but
if you'd have walked up and took a picture or something,
yeah,
you would have.
Yeah, it saddens me. I understand why you can't, but it also, I hate it because like I wish I could share that stuff with you guys, but it was really neat. My favorite part of the whole thing was, which sounds silly, I know, but it was the courtyard in the center. We got to go out to that area, and I know Jason laughed at me because he's like, I mean, it's grass, but I'm like, I don't care because it's the center of the Pentagon. I'm standing in the center of the Pentagon. Like, that was pretty cool. So
a fun, cool story about that is in the center of the Pentagon, there's another building, separate building right in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, years ago, the Russians were flying spy missions and kept flying over the Pentagon, and they noticed that people would come out of that building carrying shiny objects. So they assumed it was some sort of weapons cache or something to do with weaponry. So the word was that they had a target on that building because they thought that was high importance. And the truth is, or the story that we were told, is that it was actually a food stand, and they would sell hot dogs in aluminum foil, and people were walking away with their aluminum foil, and that's what the Russians were seeing in the spy plane. So at one point they had a pretty good arsenal aimed at a hot dog stand.
Yeah.
So I see that their military tactics really haven't changed over the years.
Well, what was it you said? Gives a whole new meaning to nuking a hot dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was really cool. And Ray, no, I did ask. Magneto is not down there, although maybe he is, and they just didn't want to tell us. I don't know. But yeah, it was pretty cool, to see that. They did have there was one other place that you could take pictures inside, and that was a little separate section that we went into that was a 9/11 memorial for those who were lost, from the building itself and also the plane. And that was neat to see. I'm sad, but it was neat to see. Oh, and there's technology on their windows that I'm totally going to put in a book. It's so cool.
I think that memorial, I had you said a veteran that I took care of, that his son was killed in 9/11. He was working in the Pentagon when the Pentagon was struck, and he was killed. So getting to see that memorial, I got to find his name, and they have the reliefs where you take the pencil and the paper, and so I got one of those of his name. That was pretty, I say cool, but it wasn't really cool. It was, it was very just almost stupid that people lost their lives over that. But anyway, we're supposed to be having fun, so let's talk about good things. So, what else happened?
What else did we do in DC?
What else happened in DC?
Oh God,
we kind of teased
I almost forgot about it.
We kind of teased about it, and I was trying to get her to go live and tell the story, but
I truly had full intention.
No, she did. There were several times she's like, tonight.
I'm going to do it tonight. And then it was like, I'll do it in the morning. And I was so exhausted at night, like so exhausted.
Let's just say heroes don't always wear capes.
Sometimes they wear little name tags. So, okay. I will try to keep this short and sweet. So our first night there, right? Wasn't it? Is that when Lance came in?
Yeah, it was our first
Yeah,
night there.
our very first night there. That evening,
Lance is my buddy's son. He flew out that evening, so we got there that afternoon, and he flew out that evening. Sorry.
No, you're fine. So he came in that evening, and Jason wanted Christian to go with him to the airport to pick up his son. And I was like, I'm fine, because I was tired. I was actually kind of cold. I was ready. I just wanted to take a hot shower and relax for the night and get ready for our big day the next day. And so he left the hotel and went with Jason. Josh and Emma, our two youngest, were in the room across the hall from us. And they went in there, and I knew that Josh was planning on going down to the swimming pool to go swimming. And Emma wanted to take a shower. So I was like, okay, they're set. I knew where he was. I mean, Josh is almost 18 years old, so him going down to the pool, I was fine with that. I get in the shower. I'm in the shower about 2 minutes, and there's a knock on my door. And so I'm like, and I'm thinking it's Josh. Maybe he's letting me know that he's going down to the pool, whatever. So I get out, wrap a towel around myself. I peephole. I don't see anybody. I open the door. No one's there. So I'm like, my first thought was not that. My first thought was, okay, Josh is being funny because he's my jokester, and he knocked on the door because on his way to the elevator, which was right next to our room. So I'm like, whatever. Shut the door. I go back in the shower. I'm in the shower about 2, maybe 3 more minutes. There's another knock on the door. I come back out. Again, there's no one there. But this time I heard laughing and footsteps on the carpet down the hall to the right. But I couldn't see because the way the hallway went, there was a room next to us, and then the hallway like went like this and then down. So I could see the corner, and I could hear them around the corner, but I couldn't see anything. So now I'm like, okay, it's kids, not my kids, it's other kids. So now I'm getting a little irritated, but I'm like, okay, whatever. They've done it twice. It's done. I go back in the shower. I finally get, my shampoo rinsed out of my hair. There's a third knock. And by this point, now I'm getting mad. So I get out, dripping wet, towel around myself. I open the door, and I can hear the running, and I see the back of a kid's foot as they're running down the hallway. And I know they've already done it this many times. They're going to keep doing it. So I'm standing in the hallway like this with my hand on the door to keep it open, right, in a towel. And I just wait. And I wait, because at this point now I'm in like teacher mode, mom mode, teacher mode, So I'm standing there and I'm waiting. And this kid comes around the corner, and I shit you not, it was the biggest deer in the headlights moment I have ever witnessed on anybody's face. I mean, the kid froze, and his eyes were about this big, and he just stood there and stared at me, and he didn't know what to do. And so teacher comes out, and I'm like, yeah, can we stop this, please? And he's like, I'm sorry. I said, enough. I said, go knock on somebody else's door. I said, actually, don't even knock on any more doors. I said, knock it off. I said, I just want to take a shower. Can you please stop? And he's like, yes, I'm sorry. I said, okay, thank you. And he turns around, he runs in the opposite direction. And I'm like, okay, got that figured out. And I'm standing there still with my hand on the door, my wet hand, and it slips as I turn around, and the door shuts. And I am locked out of my room wearing nothing but a towel. He's at the airport. I have no phone. My water's still running in the room. Josh is down in the pool. So I run across the hall, knock on the door, pound and pound and pound. Finally, Emma answers the door. And I run in and called him. He's like, call down the front desk. So I called to the front desk, and lo and behold, my new hero, John, comes up, and he ends up yelling at the kids. He takes care of that situation. I'm watching through the peephole, and I run out, and we run across the hall, and he lets me in my room and saved the day. And he was amazing and hilarious, and I absolutely loved him. I'll post a picture and stuff in the group. But I actually got a picture with him before I left, and I happen to have a copy of which one did I give him? It was one of my marked books. Oh, Marked for Death. I had that with us. I knew exactly what he was talking about. So I told him what would happen. I am 100% putting that in a book somewhere. So if you read a book where the heroine gets stuck in the hallway in a towel, that inspiration came from a real life experience. It was nuts. And the whole time I'm like, this doesn't really happen. Like, this is a Hallmark movie moment or a rom-com, who does this really happen to? And there was a second there while I was trying to knock. I was knocking on the door and Emma was not coming to the door. Oh yeah, there's me and John. That's John. He was so sweet. Is it? It's not.
No, it's not focusing very well.
He was amazing. There it goes. There it goes. He was my man the whole trip. And it was. Oh, go ahead. I think I know what you're gonna say. So you go ahead.
So the funniest part is, I was away. And she called me, and I'm like, just call down to the office. Just don't come up, whatever. So when we got back, I saw him, and I said, "Hey," I said, "Did you just help a lady out on the second floor in her town?" And he goes, "Oh yes." And I said, "Thank you." I said, "I appreciate you going up and helping her." I said, "I was away. She called." I said, "So I really appreciate it." And he goes, "I know." He said, "I told her." He said, "That was so funny. She should put that in a book." And I said, "Did she tell you what she does for a living?" And he goes, "No."
No, because I was in a wet towel and cold, and I just wanted to shower.
And I started laughing. I said, "Well, she's actually a romantic suspense writer." And he's like, "What?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "She's an author." I said, "She writes romantic suspense." He goes, "No way." So of course I pull the Amazon up and I'm showing him books, and he's like, "I didn't even know." I said, "Yeah." I said, "So when you say you should write that and put it in a book, it's probably going to go in a book."
I told him, yeah, 100%. And I'm putting him in there too, because he was amazing.
Yeah.
But
so sometimes heroes don't wear capes.
Yeah, it was. Well, and then what I thought you were going to say, later on, we were down there and, it was when when I went to bring him the book. It was like the next day, I think, the next evening or something, or a couple days later. I went to take him the book and I said something to him. I was like, "Hey," I said, "So do you remember me?" And he kind of looked for a second, and then he was like, last time you saw her, she got more clothes on or something. I don't remember how we put it, but basically it was like,
I said last time she was just wearing a towel.
Yeah, that's what it was. And he popped off with, he goes, "Oh, I didn't recognize you with your clothes on." And there was this other guy standing at the desk talking to him. And I was like, yeah, okay, I deserve that. Like, it was, yeah. And by the way, who said the door? Oh, Sam. I couldn't latch the door. Like, normally you can do the deadbolt and keep it that way. It wouldn't do that. And it didn't have the flip latch either. Like, it had
the flip latch was a flip, but if you
it didn't stay.
It wouldn't catch it. Like, as soon as the door hit it going the opposite way, it closed it. And it would work like it was supposed to keep the door from opening, but it wouldn't keep the door from closing.
Yeah. So yes, Nicole and Janice, you're right. I'm glad I had the towel on, and of course I wouldn't have gone out there if I didn't. But thank God it was not stuck in the door. I was so, God, I didn't know. Like,
it was mom mode and teacher mode.
Yeah,
she used to be a teacher. So
yeah. They got double duty, man. And then their chaperones. It was on a school trip. The chaperones came and apologized to me later that evening, and we had she was very nice. I felt so bad for her. It was their very first chaperone trip ever, and she's like, "I don't think we'll ever do it again." And so we were good. And I told him, as nobody died, and I have a really good story now to tell. So I said, as long as they don't do it anymore to me or anybody else, I said, we're good. And so it all worked out. But
hey, Laura,
at that point I couldn't even be mad because it was so funny. Not at the moment, but now it's funny. But anyway, that's that.
I'm lost here. So Christine's talking about shirtless and boots. I don't know what the
what.
Yeah, I know. I've lost the crowd. Christine says no, they're shirtless with combat boots. Oh,
Laura's here. Hey, Laura. I just saw that you joined us too. She's so sweet. I love her.
I think she's talking about the heroes not wearing capes.
Oh, probably. Yeah. That makes sense. So,
Dana.
Yeah. Yes, Jason. I am blaming the latch. I'm going to write a stern letter. No, I'm just kidding. It was a lesson learned for sure.
Do you want to talk about Tay-Tay? Because I don't want to talk about Tay-Tay.
Okay, so Abby and Emma and I went to the Taylor Swift concert on Saturday, and it was amazing. She, like her or not, she puts on a hell of a show. She sang for 4 hours straight, and that was after the 2 opening acts. And she did, so it's the Eras tour, and it was this way. Basically, she showcased songs from every single album that she's put out so far. Oh, yeah, it was us. Oh, yeah, and Jaden went, Abby's boyfriend.
Well,
Get it to
focus here.
So Abby made that that shirt for him. And if you're a Taylor fan, you would get it. But yeah, she made that for him to wear, and he was so good. Oh, hey, Lana. Hey, that's my cousin. Love you. Thank you. It was a blast, and she put on, and for every album that, like, she would sing some songs from this album, and then whenever she would go to sing songs from the next album, it was a complete, like, stage set and costume change and everything. It was elaborate. It was great. And she sang herself, like, you could tell she was actually singing. So that was good. I mean, I hate it when I go to concerts and you can tell that they're lip syncing or whatever, but she was not. And it was full energy from the first song to the last. Her backup singers were not just backup singers. Like, they didn't just stand at the microphones and sing. Like, they were part of the show. They were out there dancing and doing all kinds of stuff. And it was incredible. It was a good time. A good time. So I got the shirt. I even have some bracelets, which I did not know was a thing, that apparently Swifties make friendship bracelets and then they trade them off. And so we did that. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, I had a blast. And we dressed up, and it was fun to get all sparkly and dressy, because I don't do sparkle, like, dresses very often. I like sparkle. I like sparkles. I don't. Oh, my other hat's in there. I meant to bring that too to show. It's over there. Speaking of sparkles, but anyway, it was blessed. It was good. So worth the Ticketmaster war that you won.
Yeah, we didn't buy the tickets like scalper prices. We actually fought the Ticketmaster when they went on sale and
did the pre-sale, and
somehow I lucked in and got enough tickets, and I don't know how.
It was nuts. And I'll tell you, so it was at Arrowhead Stadium, which is the Chiefs. Oh, and that was another picture I got. I wasn't expecting it, but we were in the lower section. Abby and Jaden were on the floor. We were in the lower section of the seats. And when we came up and got out into, like, the walkways and stuff, there was this big carpeted section, and they had glass cases there, and they had the 3 Super Bowl trophies were there. And so I got to take a picture of that and took a picture with them, and that was neat to see. But in case you do not know, that stadium has numerous times, I believe, broken Guinness
Book of World Records. Yeah. So come on, you Seattle fans. Come on, bring it.
We are the loudest stadium.
Seattle's louder. No, it's not.
It's been proven.
You can have the 12th man, but we got the loudest stadium. Been proven. Guinness Book verified.
It has. And I told Christian the day after the concert, I said, we've been to Chiefs games, and I know how loud it gets in there. And I said, I wish that they had done the decibel test during the concert when the fans were cheering after songs, because I guarantee you it was as loud as a Chiefs football game. Like, it was insane. It was packed. And yeah, Abby, they were on the floor. They were close. They were like 11 rows from the stage, I think. So she got some, what are you looking at?
Bonnie,
I've missed something.
It's Randy Travis's stagehand. I'm reading all the reports here. Randy Travis's stagehand shot dead by wife over alleged affair, Nashville. Yeah.
Oh,
Randy Travis's stagehand.
Goodness. All right.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt, but I had some breaking news.
Oh, Maxie.
And
I did not hear about that.
I mean, my heart obviously goes out for his stagehand too. That's horrible.
Yeah, man. I just don't understand people.
Yeah. But it's never the end, people. Anyway, Christmas.
Melanie, yeah. Well, Mr. B was lucky to get the tickets. He didn't go, though. He didn't want to go. But he's not into that kind of music. He's not a pop. Do what? Oh,
So
I was supposed to
Abby's
say
Abby's
Jaden.
boyfriend's name is Jaden, but his birthday is the same as Abby's. They're 2 years apart, but
Oh my
that's the
God, would you
same
stop?
as
Josh, will you take him out?
Taylor Swift. So they all have December 13th for the birthday, different years, but so she thinks that means that she's super special or something.
Tay cut. Yeah, Sharon, I bet.
Well, it sold out here. I mean, it was
every concert.
They sold out the pre-sale. Pre-sale came on like if you had this credit card or if you had
like a certain code,
this affiliation, whatever, you get the pre-sale. They were supposed to hold tickets for the real sale. They sold out during the pre-sale. Ticketmaster is a wonderful institution. I think it's ran by the government, but they couldn't figure out how to do it. So
yeah.
Kelly and Mark in the morning. Oh well.
Yeah. Aw, thanks. We were just talking about them the other day. I saw them. I was like, oh, I kind of like watching them. But thank you.
Hello, Arlene. Yeah, hey, Arlene. We could do a morning show.
You are not a morning person at all.
We would have the brew crew.
Oh, we could do that.
You drink coffee, I'll drink beer. Support both the morning
so
brew.
This is going to be like a Saturday morning thing, right? Then
It'll come on at 1 p.m.
Oh no, you do. You can do your beer. I'll do mimosa because that's acceptable in the morning. But it's acceptable in the morning.
It's the brew crew, so you have to brew.
Shush! We don't need anything from the peanut gallery back there. My son. Let's see. We got Arlene's
Abby
here.
Says 11 a.m.
It would be an 11 a.m. show. Yeah, that's probably true. That would be probably the closest AM that we could get.
Don't worry, Renette. Our government is pushing legislation to weaken the ticket sales industry.
Wow.
It's all for our better good, though. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm gonna be started on that.
Oh, I do have something.
Oh, what?
Oh, great heavens! I have a taste test.
Oh yeah, we have a giveaway.
So while we were in DC, Abby went to Colorado to visit her boyfriend's family, and she brought me back this. And I love dill pickles, anything,
any kind of pickle.
And I like beef jerky. So we're gonna.
Didn't you even get like dill pickle popsicles one time?
I've had dill pickle popsicles, dill pickle moonshine.
Thank you,
potato chips.
I love dill pickles, and I like dill.
You gonna try this?
I would not want dill popsicles though.
You gonna try this?
Yeah, I'll try. I like beef jerky.
It's got a good flavor or a good smell.
It does smell good. All right. It's tough. I mean, it's jerky. It's subtle. I like it.
It is very good.
I would recommend it if you like dill pickle and you like beef jerky.
It's a subtle flavor. Just a hint of dill.
It's pretty good. Not bad.
But it's not overpowering, so it's good.
Melanie, are you not a fan of dill pickles? Beth. Hey, Beth. She doesn't like them either. Oh, good job, Angie. That's awesome.
How do you not like pickles? What's wrong with you, Beth?
Dude, our entire, like half our fridge is
I'm sure
pickle
you're a
jars
wonderful person.
and pepper jars and olive jars and all the time.
Alinda, anything. Doesn't matter what it is. Carrots, green beans.
I love dill and carrots. Like cooked carrots.
I mean, dilled.
Oh.
Carrots. Doesn't matter. I love it. If it's dilled, I like it.
Yeah, popsicle, thank you. It was, no.
It was good. It was better than the dill pickle slushes that Sonic used to have. And they weren't bad, but they weren't good.
Dill pickles do not belong anywhere in a slush.
Yeah, see Lana. She has a friend that freezes pickle juice and makes slushes. Yeah,
I can't.
Absolutely.
I don't like them that much. I love pickles, but I don't like them that much.
Okay, so all right, Trisha. I saw the Pantygate.
Oh.
packed way too many pair. Way too many pair.
I didn't wear them all. But you know what? They did not take up hardly any space in my suitcase, so it really didn't matter.
Who would have seen it coming?
I mean, I still change them regularly.
What else did we do while we were out there?
We shopped. Is that what you... Wait, what are you
No.
talking about?
We did laundry.
Oh, we did do laundry. He did laundry.
Who said they were going to do laundry?
He did. But I don't want to count on that. And it's a good thing because we got lucky doing laundry because the whole hotel, great hotel. But they had one washer and one dryer on one floor. That was it.
For real.
For the entire hotel.
For real.
So we ended up actually doing most of it at Jason and Elizabeth's house. They were gracious enough to let us bring it over there and do it over there. And yeah, so.
Beth, I got a proposal for you.
I know what you're going to say.
I'm just here to help people out. This is my goal in life, is to help people out. Find ways. You know, it's not about the money or what toys you have. It's about the time you give to other people. So I'm going to give my time to you, and I will eat the pickles that you make. It's the least I can do. And if I can help you anymore, let me just say this. It's P.O. Box 448A.
Fuck it off.
Now that would be a great relationship for somebody that
likes to make them, but doesn't want to eat them.
Yeah, that would.
He would definitely eat them, but
be my new best friend right there.
Man. Yes, Rain, you were not on here earlier, but we did manage to get peanut butter bites to Jason, and so.
They saying the one washer and dryer was behind a locked door though, so there was that.
It had a door latch. It just wouldn't stay. But hey, John was there, thank God. So at least it didn't have a latch, but it did have a John. So.
Well,
happy birthday! 7-Eleven on 7-Eleven.
Cool. You know what she needs? She needs a Slurpee.
We did go to a 7-Eleven and we got a Slurpee in the big gulp cups, and they were pretty good.
And a sketchy.
Oh my God, it was really sketchy. There were like people just hovering and waiting, and like there was this one dude, and I felt so bad for him because you could tell he was mentally, there was not everything was connecting.
2 bowls. 2 more bowls.
And he was going out into traffic while people were stopped at stoplights waiting, and like going up and like knocking on windows and stuff, trying to like get money and things. And it just, and then I think he had a buddy out there. And when we were leaving the restaurant, there was another guy that had joined him. He didn't come up to our car, thank goodness, but it was, it was kind of a sketchy place, but it was a good Slurpee. Mail John a copy of the book. Oh, absolutely. We've already discussed it. We're like, I'm really hoping that he is still at that hotel by the time that comes out.
Sorry, I was trying to click on.
No, you're good.
This one, and that one popped up, but that was a good one too. Rain.
Dave's spicy bread.
Do you mean Famous Dave's, like the barbecue restaurant? If you do, yes, I love all their pickles. They're fire, or what are they called? Oh, their hottest ones. Yeah, but they're good. I do like them. Hot? Oh yeah, they're.
Black pepper is too hot for me sometimes. So.
And does she really? Because. That would be so cool.
Oh.
Yeah, free Slurpees for life.
That's so funny. That would be awesome. I'm waiting for Dana to say that she's going to make you some dill pickle fudge.
I'll eat it.
You would too.
There's not much. What was it that? Wicked Dill Whiskey.
Not a fan.
Wasn't a fan. But the dill pickle moonshine makes a really good Bloody Mary. So
there you go. Ooh, should we show him the picture that Jason is back there?
I'll get it.
You want to get it?
I'll get it.
So
you got a giveaway, though, right?
Yeah. I'll get to that. Give me a second. So the third day we were in DC, we did the whole like went to see the Constitution, Declaration of Independence, and all that stuff, and the Lincoln Memorial and everything. And I think it was that night was when we went over to eat dinner, and we did laundry at Jason's house, and we had just been there, or maybe it was the day after, I don't remember, but Jason comes out and hands us this that he had taken and then had already gone and had it made into a canvas. And so this is outside the Lincoln Memorial. And so that's Mr. B, and then Emma, our youngest daughter, and then that is Harper, our granddaughter, and me and Josh, our youngest son, and Stephen, our oldest son. So if we just like Photoshop Jaden and Abby in there, we'd have the whole family in there. But yeah, so it was a neat surprise that he gave us. Oh, and he gave us some. Oh, I meant to bring it down too. He gave us a lot of stuff. He brought us stuff over from. He was in Paris for his job for a little bit, and so he brought us some stuff over from France and some other stuff.
Sorry about the internet.
Oh, night, Nicole. I'm sorry. Squirrel biting. Ooh, escorted
tour of the basement of the Capitol.
Oh, I got to hear that story. You got to give me that story. So, thank you. Have a good night. Let's see, where are we? Isn't that neat? Like, I was so surprised. I loved it. Of course, he has the Captain America shirt on. I was really happy he packed that one. I like that one.
Wiggles Pickles.
Wickles Pickles. You have to look at that. Shoot, how are we going to do this giveaway? We haven't been doing the wheel thing or anything.
I don't know how you want to do the giveaway.
I don't know. I don't know how to do it.
Well, you should have thought about that.
I should have thought about that sooner. I know.
Because we don't have all the people that were. I mean, it's.
I know. Okay, so maybe I'll do it in the. Maybe I'll do it in the group. Should I do it in the group then?
No, give it to these fine people.
How do I do it? Okay, so.
Oh, Jason says he's got one more surprise. Uh-oh.
Oh no. What do you got going on now?
Jason's birthday is Friday, so.
Oh, it is.
We can all blow up his. Renette says do it next week.
Do it. Okay. That. Are you guys okay with that?
Teaser.
If I do that. Sorry. Maybe I'll add something to it to make it worth the wait. But it's not even anything big.
We might. I think it's big.
It's not really.
I think it's cool.
It's a coffee mug. It's not that
coffee
big.
mug from Starbucks,
but it's from Starbucks
in Washington, D.C.
In D.C. And I saw it and I was like, one of my readers will like that.
And we're even going to put a little baggie right inside of there with some white powdery substance.
Stop it.
Just a keepsake.
Stop it. Oh, hey, Carla. Thanks for joining us.
Just a keepsake.
All right. Okay. So we'll do it next week. I'm sorry. I'm telling you, honest to goodness, like tomorrow really will be the first day that's like a normal, back to kind of normal schedule for me since traveling and the concert and running errands and stuff today. And yeah. So anyway.
Bonnie, didn't you just buy a tractor?
No, that was
Beth.
That was Beth.
It was the
that was Beth Altufs. Yep. Has to divorce his tractor. Anyone want to buy it? Don't tempt him. The white will be sugar substitute. Splenda. That's right.
It was powdered sugar earlier, so I thought it was the flour we get. What do you call them? The
canisters. Canister.
Well, I know, but they have a sealed top. Anyway, I popped the top real quick and threw it to the side and grabbed it, and it was like right about there. I was like, "That's powdered sugar." I'm telling you, I don't like cocaine.
Jason, what do you got going on?
I love the smell of cocaine, but I don't.
Stop it.
I mean,
he does not. Stop it.
Carla.
Jason has a surprise. Do you know what he's talking about?
I don't have an idea what he's talking about.
I have no clue.
I think we're.
I think we're about through everything.
We missed you all so much.
Gosh, we did.
I don't know if you all saw. I posted something today about. I watched I forgot what it was now. Sunday morning TV show thing. But it's about this little girl that like fell in love with Michael McDonald, who the Doobie Brothers. So she's a little girl. There's no way that she should know who these people are, right? But she fell in love with the guy, and told her dad, "I really love this, this singer." And he's like, "Are you sure?" So he pulled him up, and she saw it was this older guy, and it like kind of crushed her heart because she thought his voice was this younger, you know.
Aw.
And he's got a great voice. Well, her dad took her to a concert, so she got to see him,
Oh,
and she
that's
yelled
cool.
at him as the concert was over. She got close enough, and she yelled, "I love you," and she's like, he turned around and looked at me. He looked at me.
Aw.
So the guy that was doing the interview did like a follow-up interview, and during that follow-up interview, he split the screen again, and so it was on like a
Zoom
Skype,
type. Yeah.
but Michael McDonald was on there.
Oh,
and so she
that's
actually
cool.
got to talk to him, and he told her, he said, maybe we should invite you out and you can watch the show from backstage. Yeah, which I thought.
Oh, I just got goosebumps.
And I've always loved the Doobie Brothers. But my
cool.
point to the thing was, it really pisses me off when celebrities ignore their fans or treat them like crap.
Wait, am I missing something? Like, what happened?
No. We're talking about missing people.
Oh, okay.
I'm tying it in.
Okay, sorry.
I like to build a story.
Yeah, and you talk about me taking forever.
I like to build a story.
Wrap it up.
So my point is, a lot of these artists and these, big time celebrities, they forget how they got to where they are. That's one of the things I love about Nashville is Nashville. You go down there, most of the entertainers on the strip, like they'll remember you. Like we've had some really good friends down there. I could text right now, and they're like genuinely just friendly people. But I think as they get bigger and bigger, they forget why they're big, and they're big because of the fans. And so to see him, this guy's been playing for years. That, as Willie Nelson said, I've met all the people I ever want to meet. He could be the same way, but instead he opened the door to this little girl that.
And who knows what it's kind of like
right.
that ripple.
Right.
Like so, who knows what that did to affect her life. So.
And I know that we, whatever, are nowhere near that status. But the point is, we really missed the show last week. I mean, we talked about it a lot.
We did.
And I mean, we even talked about how we wish we could have gone live more while we're out there. And it's not you guys are friends. I mean, that's all there is to it. It's not a work thing. It wasn't a Talk Tuesday. It's not
we have to do that.
It's Tuesday.
Hey, tonight's Talk Tuesday.
I mean, I'll be honest. I got home from work tonight, and I'm tired. I've been playing catch up since coming back from the vacation and whatever. But I looked forward to being here. I mean,
we do.
And I said that before, but I'm just. Some of you we text or Facebook message whatever, and when people say thanks for taking the time whatever, like, I mean, no, I mean we get to know you guys over here. Unfortunately, that's how we get to know you is on Facebook posts and on this side here. We don't actually get to see you, but like we get to we know somebody's dad's having surgery and somebody just got bit. And it's funny because I watch William and Shayla all the time. Mm-hmm. I had to get a plug in there, right? Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Check them out. They're funny as hell.
Wicked Wednesdays.
But when I first started watching them a while back, I kind of thought it was like, man, I mean, and I know Shayla's been in the industry for a while. She started when she was 10, I think. Because there's no way she's been 25 years. She's celebrating her 25th anniversary. There's no way. So she had to be like 8 or 10 when she released her first book.
I hope she comes back and watches this.
But my point is, I really admired like how they remembered. Like William would remember, and Shayla would say, "Oh, how was your trip?" I'm like, "How the hell do you remember they had a trip?" Now I understand it because after week, and that was the whole point of this is to
get to know you guys.
Right. Because we do enjoy the signings, but we want more time. So.
And it truly, and
we really did miss you last week. That's all my whole point. We really missed you.
We say it all the time, but I don't think that you guys understand what an honor it is for us to have you guys taking time out of your lives to hang out with us, even just like this. Yeah. Like the fact that, someone stopped reading a Susan Stoker book and put that down so that you can hang out with us. Like that just blows me away. Like still because it's Susan Stoker. But
to me, it's your time because again, time is the most valuable thing you'll ever have. Yep. You choose how you spend your time. Yep. So you have to look at things and say, what's a priority over what's not a priority. It doesn't, I guess, have to be a priority, but we've all made our bad decisions. So thanks for making the bad decision and watching us tonight. But the point, we just, yeah.
Well, Beth says it's her first time listening to us. So thanks, Beth.
Oh, and I made fun of her for not liking pickles. Beth, I love you. You're wonderful.
Oh, hey, Arlene. Let's see. Oh, Melanie, thank you.
Beth, honestly, thank you for stopping in and seeing us then, because
yeah,
we appreciate you stopping in. Again, you gave your time to come see us. So that's
and I'll
awesome.
tell you, I don't know how many times back when I was
NASCAR drivers, yes. Clint Boyer is an exception. I'll tell you why. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh wait, did you see what Lena said? She worked with a girl who grew up with Michael McDonald.
He seems so cool on this.
Put that up on your thing.
This little interview. He seems so cool. Just sitting there talking to this girl, and then he did. He didn't have to, but he just said maybe you should come. I mean, I shared it on the Angels page. But he's like, yeah, maybe you should come and see the show from backstage. And I'm like, what? I would like to go to a Doobie's Brother concert from backstage, but I just thought that was cool.
Yeah. Linda
never went to another Alabama concert.
Oh no. Did you have a bad time?
Ooh.
Yikes. That's sad. I really like them. Yeah, you know, they say don't ever meet your heroes because there's a chance that it could completely just crush, you know, everything that you've thought of. The people that I've been lucky to meet that are like celebrities, you know, through like Comic-Con and things like that, knock on wood, they've all been exceptional. But I have heard bad stories about that, you know, meeting celebrities that are just complete jerks. And we're like, we were, because of our connections with some people through Nashville and stuff, we actually got to speak with a bus driver who drove for different celebrities,
we got to talk to a bus driver.
Well, through our connections, we were able to talk to a bus driver who worked for several different famous musicians. And I'm not going to say names or anything, but he was very clear on this best guy you'll ever meet. She's a horrible person and treated everybody like crap, you know, like things like that. And it truly, after talking to him and listening to him, like the ones that he talked about that were negative, it truly impacted what, like, I hear them on the radio now, and like I don't even want to listen to them because it makes me think, like, if you're going to treat the people that you couldn't do your job without these people, so if you're going to treat them that way, then no, I have no use for that.
I will throw a name out though, because I asked him, I said, who was your favorite person to ever drive?
Oh yeah, I guess you can do that.
And he said Johnny Cash. And I said, what? And he said, because I just kind of picture Johnny as being kind of a
rough and gruff and
yeah, not an ass, but just like, I'm not gonna deal with you, you know. And he said he was the most personable guy, that he treated everybody on his crew like they were family. He was truly had concerns about them. It was really cool because he just he just kept talking so positive about him. But these other ones, yeah, it was, and I can kind of see the other ones too. But so Clint Boyer, we were at the
Blake Shelton concert,
yeah, in Nashville. We were sitting on the floor, and just by luck, but I looked up and Clint Boyer was walking by, and I'm like, no way. And I look, I'm like, yeah, because the lights were dim. There wasn't anybody playing yet. And so I yelled out, Clint, and he turned around and he started looking like he was trying to figure out who was yelling. And I kind of just pointed at him, and he pointed back, and I gave a nice wave, and no other interaction. I didn't go chase him down or anything, but I really didn't even expect that. Like, for him to even stop, but then actually, you know, look, try to figure out who was saying it and point and wave back, because I've heard a lot of stories about those guys, and
I don't understand that. Like, you drive cars, like, I mean, it's cool and all, but
it's hard making that left-hand turn,
I guess. I couldn't. I'm sure. I mean, there's a lot of skill, and I get that, but I don't care what you do. I don't care if you're, you know, the president of the United States.
Good
Like,
night,
you don't
Laura.
have to be a jerk to people. So, oh, good night, Laura. Thank you so much. And I will check that. Thank you. But yeah, oh, Christine, that makes me sad to hear that about Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh gosh, I know we're behind.
Chris is out of town on a trip. Oh, so we're the company.
Oh, thanks.
And I know she would be watching if he was in town because
no, that's true. Yeah,
that's
because she does it anyway.
her husband's my
but
buddy, and we're like,
Eve, you are absolutely right. Like that's I truly feel that way, you know, about those of you that I've gotten to like know as well as I can, you know, through this avenue. But what?
because she forgot us last week.
Oh, we still love you. And you really didn't forget anything because there wasn't
But she
anything
forgot
to
us
forget
this
because
week because we were gone last week.
I was going to say because we were even here
We
last
were just
week.
quickly out of her mind. That's
But we love you, Ruth. Don't listen.
absolutely.
But yeah, it is. I mean, I feel like you guys are family. And I mean, I was just talking today to a friend of mine. We hadn't talked for a while, and she was asking Candy. She was asking me how things were going with the books and just different things. And we were talking about we were talking about Romance GenreCon and how I said, you know, we want to like try to get together with some readers if we can. And I said, honestly, you know, like, cause she's like, is that weird for you? Like, cause you don't know these people. And I said, honestly, I said, there are readers that I've gotten to know well enough just throughout the years that I said, if my house was bigger and a little like cleaner, like, I'm like, I would have them over to my house. Like, I would have no problem with that. But, and plus we're like in the middle of nowhere. So it's a lot easier to just do the hotel or something like restaurant or something real close by to the signing. But yeah, because I feel like, you know, some of you have truly become friends of mine, and that's amazing to me. Like I never expected that, you know, that part of it to come with just writing a book and hoping somebody reads it and likes it. Like this is so far and above and beyond anything that I'd hoped for. So it's really cool.
Oops.
Everyone, exactly.
Well, that is true. But I was clicking this one, but that is very true. I was going next, but
I've heard that.
I've heard this from many people.
I've heard that a lot.
When he left racing and went into commentating, a guy I used to work with at the the guy I used to work with was at the Kansas Speedway. Jeff was there commentating, and saw him before the race. And he said he was just standing around. He said he wasn't interrupting anything. So he just went up and said, didn't ask for an autograph or anything. He just said, hi, Mr. Gordon, a huge fan. And he said, well, I don't race anymore.
That was his response.
Yeah. And he said, well, I'm still a fan of yours. He said, I still watch and, you know, a lot of years watching. And he goes, yeah, I'm not doing it anymore, am I?
Wow.
And I told him, I said, well, were you asking for an autograph or did you interrupt? He said, no, I didn't interrupt him. He said, he was just standing there. And so I walked up and I'm like, oh, I'm out. But,
yeah.
All right.
Don't need to clean. We can pitch tents for the camera.
We have plenty.
Hey, we do have land. I'm like, we've got plenty of yard for the tents. That'd be funny.
Yeah, there your rain says it. Rain said it best right there.
Yep, 100%. And I say that all the time. And I feel like people think it's like a canned speech that you just say just to say. But I mean, Rain knows it too. Like we couldn't do this without you guys. So potluck, yes.
I'll bring the pickles.
Potlucks. Oh God. No pickle popsicles.
We got bash on Jeff Gordon.
Oh, yeah.
He's short. That's the problem. He's a little guy.
Little man syndrome. Hey, that makes me think of this Secret Service guy. Anyway.
And now we're giving you more amazing hours on Tuesday nights.
Well, thank you.
7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Thank you. Yeah, Eve, I agree. Like, and you're one of them. I mean, and that's what to me is so amazing about the reader world and the book world is the connections that we make that we never would have probably made otherwise. Like, you know, knowing
she doesn't have a whisper.
I don't have a whisper. Sorry. Well, to be fair, I really wasn't trying to whisper, like to truly whisper. I can whisper if I really need.
Most people call that a normal level. See? That's the
I
difference.
know. I have a really big mouth.
Yes, you do.
Stop it. Anyway. Yeah, so just yeah, it is. It is. It's like one big family, and I absolutely love it.
Well, I love how, because as I get to know like where people are, but then I watch the readers. I hate to say that. That's not
What?
reader. Well,
That's what
I know, but I don't like, because they're not just reader. I mean, anyway, but
well, no, but
but I watch the different people interact, and I'm like, you guys don't even live close. How are you? Because I know now, like, I know where Dana lives, and I know where Eve lives, area. So
yeah, we're not like
if I
stalking
see
you.
them, see you two communicating on Facebook, I'm like, that's so cool to me that I don't read, but the world of the books, no matter the author, the world of the books have brought so many people together.
Mhm.
So there's the, as said, there's the, take a drink.
I was about to take a drink.
She does have a big mouth.
Stop.
But there's the time of reading the book and getting that what's on enjoyment, but then also the relationships are helping. And I'm gonna get all sappy, but we can't do anything but be there for each other. So the more people we get to know, then there's more people that when you say, hey, Kelly's dad's having surgery tomorrow morning, make sure we're praying and lifting him up. Pray for the surgery team, pray for the family waiting over. There's going to be people I went out there and praying, and that means that there's more people helping other people, and that's beautiful. But anyway,
It is.
I'll get all sappy, and then you'll forget how tough and manly I am. You see my eagle?
And Eve,
yeah,
but yeah, you're spot on with that. And by the way, I use my my little jewelry thing every day. I have it, and I put my earrings in the earrings that I wear like every day. There, I use that for that, and my ring and stuff when I'm taking it off so that it doesn't go down the sink.
So please remember, you send all things to P.O. Box.
Knock it off. Anyway,
you told me you were going to try to get. Oh
no, stop it! I'm not.
Are we supposed to whisper?
Shut up. Okay, wait, go back. There's some good captions.
I ain't reading anything.
The
more
comments. Oh, Janet, wait, what? Aw.
I think that was for the. Let's see.
My daughter, Janice said.
But Rain, those are characters. Those are just characters. I know what you mean. I'm just teasing. Pulled pork's almost
Janice
done.
said that her daughter came into the room and said, "Talk fast." Thanks. Aw.
That's right.
You poor daughter.
That would be so much fun.
Pulled pork is amazing.
Trisha's
I love it.
The
Trisha. Oh,
we
have one.
On the back deck,
but 2 of them would be even better. I mean, that's double the space, right? So double the space, double the food.
Bring the pickles.
I
got the smoker too, Christine. So we're good there.
Pulled pork king. I'm telling you, it is phenomenal.
It's better than Jason's.
Phenomenal.
Say it.
No, his was good. Oh wait, no. Did we even have his pulled pork?
There, this one. No.
No, but he made a really good breakfast.
He did make a really good breakfast.
He made hibachi too for us on his Blackstone. It was really good.
Yes, it
Mr.
was.
V. I'm sorry.
Gotta keep it just on the standby there.
Let's see. Trisha, you just got one. Got a Blackstone? Am I reading that right?
Probably,
I don't know.
Probably, because that's about the talk we were having. Because then she said, Melanie said she loves her smoke.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We love ours.
I like our Blackstone. It's out on the back deck, and there's no sunblock out there. And so it's in the back deck's on the south. So if the sun's up, you're getting it. And it gets hot out there. Like Jason was making breakfast the other day, a brunch. And the poor guy, like there's this little area that from trees to the roof, about 10 to noon, he's going to get sun on his deck. And of course, we're out there at 10:30 cooking brunch. And he was
sweating up a storm. Bless his heart.
He's got the heat of the Blackstone plus the sun coming down on you. And
it was yummy, though.
No breeze, but it was
delicious.
Very salty.
No, it wasn't. No sweat was consumed.
Yeah.
I hope. Yeah, we love our smoker too.
I said, "You put salt?" He said, "No sweat."
Nope, not talking to Mama when she's on Facebook. I love it. Tell him sorry from me.
That's funny.
Oh, goodness. Let's see. What else is that about?
I think that was all we had.
I think that's about it. It was a good one, though.
I just wanted to tell him that we missed him, and I was
We did
sincere,
so much. We're so glad. Like, it was an amazing, amazing trip. Longest vacation I've ever been on. Like, I've never done a full week like that. But it was great. It was great. I already can't wait to go back. And oh, wait, we forgot. We did get so you mentioned it briefly, but we got to see we went to Mount Vernon. Jason and Elizabeth got us tickets, and we got to go into Mount Vernon, which was George Washington's home. And there were a lot of original pieces of artwork, original pieces of furniture.
The bed that he died
The bed, we got to see the bed that George Washington died in. Like, the bed. Like, that stuff, I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm weird, probably. But, like, that stuff just is incredible to me. Like, his father built the original section of Mount Vernon, and then when George Washington took over with it, with his wife, they built onto it and to what you see today. But like, we went into like the main entrance, and it was the original entrance, and even the doorknobs. Like, I got some pictures. I need to share them. Like, the doorknobs, you can tell those are original. Like, I've never seen doorknobs like that before. And then we were walking up the stairs and stuff, and as we're walking, you know, I'm touching the banister and things, and I'm like, and you can tell it's old, but I also know that they've done some renovations and things, you know, to preserve it. And so when I got up to the top, I asked the guy, I'm like, is this like the original banister? And he said, that is the banister that George Washington's father built, you know. And I mean, just touching it, like, I don't know, I'm weird, but like, I just couldn't quit touching it. Like, I was just thinking, like, the people who have touched this, you know, the people who have stood in this spot, like, that stuff just blows me away. And I appreciate it more and more the older I get. Like, it was just incredible. And we got to see fireworks that night, and yeah, it was neat.
So the bed that he passed in is still there, but they said that after he died, Martha wouldn't sleep in that room anymore, so she started going upstairs to sleep. And so, and the stairs are right outside that bedroom door. So it's just, you just stood there and thought about, like, he was laying there. I mean, he was laying right there.
Yeah. It was incredible to see. And I even asked, because the first room that we went into, the first room of the main house that we went into, had
the new room.
The new room. It's just not new at all, but the newest section of the house. It was like a big, almost like a grand room, I would assume, like kind of like the dining, the grand, like what they would have used as a ballroom or something, you know, I don't know. Right. But the paintings that were on the wall, they were so big, and you could like they just looked old. And like, there's one that's a very iconic image of George Washington standing next to his horse and stuff. And of course, so I'm snapping pictures of those, and just the mirrors, and you can tell that was old mirrors. And so I asked, when we got into the next room, I asked the guy who was giving us information from that room if like the paintings in there were original. And he said, if you can't get to it, or you're unable to touch it, it's original. So like the painting of George Washington that I saw on his horse, that was original to, you know, his time. And like, then just sitting there thinking, God, George Washington like sat here and looked at that painting. Like, I don't know. It just is so cool. It's just so cool to me.
Way you did my hair, Martha.
But it just, yeah, I don't know. I'm nerdy like that. But it was amazing. A wonderful experience. Yeah. So
coolest thing, the house looks like it's sandstone. Yeah. It's not. It's actually a wooden home that they put sand on the outer,
like sand blasted it or whatever.
They somehow put sand onto the wood, so it looks like sandstone. And it's even cut to make it look like sandstone blocks. But when we got up close enough, there were a couple spots where the sand was off, and you could actually see behind and see that it was actually wood.
I got some pictures of that. Yeah. Yeah,
This is
I would have
cool.
never known if they wouldn't have said anything. I never would have realized that it was actual wood.
Yeah.
But
Eve, no, I did not take any chocolate chip ice cream to the White House.
we did joke about it though.
Just a little baggie that I can't find.
Stop it.
But no, we did joke about it. We should have brought some ice cream.
We did not. We did not. Let's see. Rain. No, we did not go to Arlington this time.
Mhm.
We have been to Arlington before. Our first trip to DC, the youth choir group that Josh was a part of did a tour out that direction, and they ended the tour in DC. And so we went out and kind of followed and made a trip out of it as well. And their group actually got to lay a wreath. And that was what, 3 years ago?
19.
Oh yes, because I was actually in the rental car on the way to, because we drove that trip. That was the trip that I was figuring out Derek's cover with Lori. I was in the back seat with my computer and my phone and going back and forth with my cover artist about intentional risk cover. But anyway, sorry. But yeah, so we went out and they actually got to lay a wreath at Arlington and go through that whole ceremony, and we got to see that. And so that was incredible. So we did not make it back there this time, but next time for sure.
But we did get to see the wreath being placed on George's tomb, even though this snotty little
George Washington, yeah. The
snotty little park worker or whatever.
Yeah, she was.
We asked, "Is this the way to the tomb?" And she's like, "Yeah, but you're not going to make it."
She's like, "It's down by the hill, but you won't make it." We made it.
We made it. So if you're listening, we made it.
Exactly, Lana. Thank you. I do. I love history more and more. Someone will live in the Blakely house and be like, oh sorry. Describe that I may be able to.
Oh.
Digitally sign it.
Oh.
Huh. I have not heard of that. That's cool though.
Kindle scribe. Okay.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that. Yeah. Probably not, but
they'll be more excited after we get the new floor in a couple weeks.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Oh, I wonder if that's going to mess up our scheduling.
We might have to go outside.
We may have to do something different. Yeah, we're getting new flooring on our main floor put in a couple weeks, so it is sorely needed. Yes. So I'm super excited about it.
Well overdue.
But yeah.
Anyway. All right. Well, I think we.
Oh, Melanie. Bye, Melanie. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, if Melanie's leaving, I'm leaving.
No, we really do need to go. And no, Eve, it was not us.
No, we did not take.
But yeah, I think it's.
I'm more careful with my cooking. I don't leave it laying around for other people.
You know, that's my thing. Like, from what I understand, because I never bought it, that stuff's not cheap, right? So why would you just like leave it somewhere? I don't know. Of course, maybe those people, whoever it was,
I would think if you were
a good spare.
I think if you're a good hunter, you'd be able to go out and find it. But...
So still. On that note, we're gonna leave now.
I just said
we will be back next Tuesday. In the meantime, again, if anybody's gonna be near Peoria in a few days this weekend, come see me. See us. You'll be there too. So, if not, hopefully maybe Romance GenreCon in August. It's free. If not there, Books at the Beach in September.
And if you are going to make it to Liberty, to the Romance GenreCon, again, if you drop one of us a message just saying, hey,
definitely.
I'm not going to hold you to it. Something comes up, I get it. But just trying to think numbers wise so we can kind of make a plan for something because I think it'd be fun to hang out. And,
even if like we just go to sit at like a restaurant, like he said, and have a couple drinks and some food and just hang out. Yeah. That'd be fun.
Hotel bar or something.
So, yeah.
Someplace where we can gather and talk.
Yep.
All right.
So
until next Tuesday, when we will be back next Tuesday.
We will. And we will talk Tuesday. Bye. Thanks for joining us. See you next week.
Good night.
Love you.
Are you still there? Hello? Anybody? If you're still there, drop me a chat. Are you there? Anybody? Come on. Hey, Trisha Book Barn, how you doing? Just dropping back in to say hi. So, sorry,
Bye.
I really am leaving. She was.
I had to go to the bathroom.
She was changing her underwear or something.
I was not changing my stop it.
Like third time tonight. So
Don't listen to him.
all right.
Love you guys.
But for real this time, y'all have a great week.
Yes.
Thanks, Trisha, for responding to me.
Stay safe. See you guys.